Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to start with the master and logic building using Java, which is going to be the phase 1 level 1. In this series we are having 6 phases with 5 levels each, and in each level we are having 10 questions. These questions will be very beneficial for you if you are starting with any programming language. So here we are going to solve with the Java language questions, because if you try to get into the data structures and algorithms, which are advanced topics, in that you have to first clear your basics. So for clearing your basics you have to follow this series, because in this series we are going to solve very basic question that will be helping you a lot in the next upcoming questions. So here we begin a video. The first question here we are given a number and we have to print whether it is a positive, negative or zero. So this question is very simple. We have to just use the if condition. In if condition we have to check whether the number, let's say we have given a variable num and we have insert a value 15. So how we will get to know whether the given number is positive, negative or zero? So in this condition we use this if, and in if condition we will write if a number what we have is less than 0. In this condition the number is going to be negative. And if else if the number is greater than 0, in that condition we are going to say that a number is positive. And last, if neither a number is negative nor positive, the last condition is the number is 0. So in else we are going to write number as 0. So this was the only logic that you need to know. So yes, here is the code. We have created a class name. Then we have the main function, which is the entry point of the Java compilers. It will start. Here we have given the number as 10. Now we have also given the condition if the value of num is greater than 0, we can say the number is positive. Else if number is less than 0, we can say the number is negative. And at last a condition is if the value is neither positive nor negative. In that condition we have the value as 0. Moving on with the next question. The next question is we have to check if a number is even or odd. So if we are given a number, let's say we have taken 10. 10 is even. If we have taken the number as 13, it is odd. But how will we get to know that whether the number we have given is even or odd? For this we use the if condition again. We are doing the basics with the if conditions first. So we will be using only the if and else conditions. So if we are going to use modulus operator in this question, if the num value modulus 2 is equal to 0, in that case we can say the number is even. Else number is odd. We have to use this condition, that is this condition, num mod 2 is equals to 0, which means if we divide a number, then 10 divided by 2, which will be 5, and remainder will be 0. If a remainder is 0, we can say that the number is even. So we are moving with the code that we have ourselves. Yes, you can see here we have created the class. Then we have the function void main, which is the entry point, and num7 num mod 2 equal to 0, that we have discussed. And now we have if the number is modulus 2 equal to 0, we can say the number is even, else the number is odd. Moving on with the next question. The next question that we are having, we have to check if a number is divisible by 5 or not. So in this we are going to use the same condition as we have done earlier for the even and odd. Now in this case we will be using if value of num mod 5 because we have to check divisibility by 5. If it is completely divisible by 5, it will leave the remainder 0. In this condition we can say the number is divisible by 5, else number is not divisible. So here in this we are used to use this condition. If we have to check if the number on dividing with 5 does not leaves any remainder, so we can say that the number is divisible by 5. So here is a code. We have created a class called divisible by 5, and we have a main function which is the entry point of the Java compiler, and we have given the number as 20, and we are checking if the value of num mod 5 is equal to 0. We can say the number is divisible by 5, else the number is not divisible by 5. Moving on with the next question. The next question is we have to check if a number is divisible by both 3 and 5. Here we are given with a constraint called AND, and whenever you get two conditions, there are logical operators. The first logical operator is AND, second is OR, and third is NOT. So in this question we are given with the AND, so we will be using the AND operator, logical AND, and we are given with two conditions. So the first condition will be if the value of num means number is divisible by 3. So we will check if number mod 3 is equal to 0, means it does not leaves any remainder on dividing with 3. And for AND we use double AND, num mod 5 also leaves the remainder 0. If both the conditions are true, then only we will execute and print that the number is divisible by both, else we can say the number is not divisible by either 3 or 4, or divided not by both of the numbers. We cannot say that which number we have not, the number is divisible by which number or not. So moving with the code, we have given the class name, then we have the main function, we have given the number 30, and checking if the number mod 3 is equal to 0 and number mod 5 is equal to 0, we can say the number is divisible by both 3 and 5. So moving on with the next question. The next question is we have to check if a given year is a leap year or not. So for leap years, there is a condition. Many of you think will be like this: if year mod 4 equal to 0, we can say the year is leap year. No, this is the condition, but with this condition there are also many conditions. There is also a condition that if the year is mod equal to 4 and year mod 100 should not be equal to 0, then only we can say the year is leap year. Or year when we divided by 400 should leave the remainder as 0. These are the conditions for checking whether a year is a leap year or not only the single statement of this. I have seen many of you are writing only if the year mod 4 is equal to 0, then we say that the year is leap year. No, if the year is modulus, if we divide the year by 4 equal to, it leaves the remainder 0, and year on dividing with 100 does not leaves the remainder 0. Or if the year is divided by 400, it leaves the remainder 0. So how we are going to write this condition? So we will be here going to write this condition as, we will be writing as if year mod 4 equal to 0 and year mod 100 not equals to 0. This is going to be the one condition. Or year mod 400 equals to 0. Now we can say if these conditions are true, the year is leap year. So here is the code. Here we have created the main function. Now we have inserted a value year as 2024. Now we are checking if the year mod 4 equal to 0 and year mod 100 is not equal to 0, or year mod 400 is equal to 0. In this we can check whether a year is a leap year or not. Moving on with the next question. The next question that we are having is, we have to take three numbers, let's say A, B and C, and we have to print the largest of all these, whether A is largest, B is largest or C is largest. If we want to check if A is largest, so A should be greater than B and both the conditions should be true. Means we have to find not the second largest, we have to find the largest. For finding the largest we always use AND operators, because when we have to compare two conditions then we use logical operators. So if the value of A is greater than B and A should also be less than C, in this condition we can see that A is greater. If B is largest, so we have to check whether B should be larger than A and B should also be greater than C. The next condition should be, for checking the C should also be greater than A and should also be greater than C should also be greater than B. In this condition we can say that our C is the largest. So moving on with the code. So the code for this is here. We have taken the input, we have three variables A, B and C, and we are checking if the value of A is greater than B and A is also greater than C, we can say that A is largest. Else if we are checking for B is greater than or equal to A and B is greater than equal to C. And the last condition, if both the conditions are true, means A and B are not true, in this condition we can say that C is true, means C is the largest value. Moving on with the next question. The next question we have, yes, this is an interesting question. We can see we have to take temperature value and print whether it is a cold, warm or hot using the range conditions. So we are given here with the three conditions that if the value of temperature is less than 20, we can say the temperature is cold. If the value of temperature is greater than 20 and temperature is less than 30, we can say that it is a warm. And if the temperature exceeds the limit of 30, we can say the temperature is hot. So if the temperature is less than 20, we can say it is cold. Else if temperature is greater than equals to 20 and temperature is less than 30, we can see that it is warm. And else if both the conditions are false, then we can say a last condition is going to be true, that is the temperature is hot. This types of questions can be asked with you during your interview. They can give you some conditions, and based on that condition you have to answer those questions, and you have to write a code whether your written code matches the condition which are given or not. So here is the code. We have created a class, and next we have created a main function. Then we have given a temperature and check if the value of temperature is less than 20, we can say the temperature is cold. Yes, if instead of writing this condition in else if, giving another time to calculate this, we simply check if the value of 20, if the temperature is not less than 20, it means it should be its limit is above 20. So we will not go through this. We can only write one condition, that is temperature should be less than 20. If the temperature is less than 30, then we can say it is warm. As you can see, we have done the same code here. Temperature is less than 30. Else if both the conditions are false, then we can say that temperature is hot. Moving on with the next question. The next question, we are 8th question, that we have to take two numbers and print the larger one. So we have taken A and B, and we have to print larger one. this question can be done in the same condition as we have done for the find the largest of 3. In this it is just the simple, we will write if value of a is greater than equals to b, we can say a is greater, else we can say b is greater. By this we can find which is the largest value, and we can just simply using the system.out.print or println, we can print the value that a is greater or b is greater. So here is the code. We have taken two variables, check in the condition. If value of a is greater than b, we can say a is larger, else b is larger. You can also use equals to, that depends upon the interviewer. You must ask him the input also, that sir, if the value of a and b are equal, in that condition we have to take which value as larger. So moving on with the next question. The next question we have with the exciting question based on many things. So we have to take a character and check if it is a vowel or consonant. We have to, let's say we have taken a character as a, or if we take the character as capital A. I will give you a topic. I will, instead of doing these two things differently and giving more condition in the if condition, you can convert this into a particular case, either in uppercase or either in lowercase. It will be easy for you. Instead of writing many lines of codes or creating many conditions, you can create just half of the condition. So we will be converting here with the lowercase. After converting it into the lowercase, we will going to check if the given character is equals to small a, or what are the vowels we have. We will be writing all the condition there, that if it is equal to a, e, I, o, u. If all these conditions matches, we can say that the input or that the character is vowel. So moving on with the code. The code that we are having here is character that we convert, as we have said that we are going to convert. We have converted it into the lowercase. So we convert the capital E into small e, and we have checked whether a character is equals to a. Condition false, we will be checking using the or logical operator. We are checking the next condition, that value of character is equal to yes, we get the condition, both the condition are true. So we will print that the given character is vowel. Moving on with the next question. This is going to be the last question, and it is, I think, a bit different from what you have seen, because in this we have to check four things: whether it is a uppercase, lowercase, a digit, or a special character. For lowercase, uppercase, is digit, or special character. We are for, if you want to check whether any character is in uppercase, for that there is a function called is uppercase. Same goes for the lowercase. There is a function called is lowercase. We have to print the character. It gives you that whether your given character is in uppercase or lowercase. And sorry, we don't write the character here, we write here character dot, and the last is character is digit. For lowercase, for uppercase it will print uppercase, for lowercase it will print lowercase, and it for digit we will going to print. And if all these three conditions are false, then we can say a character is a special character. So moving on with the code. So the code, we have created first we have created a class called check character type, and then we have the main function. We have taken a special character, and for the first condition we are checking that if the character is an uppercase. Yes, character dot uppercase we uses to check whether a given character is in uppercase or not. So the first character is character dot is uppercase. If the value comes true, then the execution of the block of code is done. Here we are given with the hash character, it is not as uppercase, so the condition is false. It moves with the else if condition. Else if condition also checks whether the character is in lowercase or not. so the condition is again false. Then the compiler checks the next condition, that is the character we have given is a digit or not. So we can say the character is not digit, so the compiler again gets the condition as false. It moves to the else case. Else case is always executed if all the conditions above it or all the if else if are false. At last, the else condition is always executed if none of the case. The else condition can be determined as the default function which executes if all the cases are false. So we will be checking. Yes, we have checked that not all the conditions above it is false. So we print that the character is a special character, and that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day. We will be moving tomorrow. We will be sharing another. We will be upgrading to level 2 of this phase 1. Level 2 we will be uploading tomorrow. So have a nice day and keep studying for your interview as well as for your upgrading your skills also.